Day 12 of the 100 days, 100 videos. Make sure this thing's working all right. Let me see. Up and running. We'll go down this way. All right, so it should be live. Let me see if we got that. We may change this up. It's going to be a different little bit of a format here. Got the glasses on. I'm not sure. Should be streaming live. We'll see. Take a look real quick. Oh, put it back up there. We're good. Oh, okay. I don't want to change that. All right, cool. All right, so should be live today, Tuesday, Deals Day. We got day 12 of the 100 videos, 100 days, or 100 push-ups challenge for myself. Challenge you to do the same. I'll be your host today for the Amp Live Real Estate Show through VIP Execs, Realty, and Investments here live today. This is live and raw. I'll be your Erick of AHA Execs, Realty, Lending, and Investments for today. Out and about, I just had to come out and do this is my video, so I'll make sure I did my video. But at the same token, knocking out Tuesday Deals Day. It's usually a sales day, so I usually don't come out live unless it's Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday or Thursday Deals Day, Friday, Saturday, all that good stuff. But Tuesday is usually just a field day. But it's kind of been mixed up with admin stuff and along with Deals Day type stuff. But I had to use the restrooms. I had to pull over. I figured, well, I might as well get my live in. Let me see. And then go from there. But I went into freaking Ross. Figure, hey, there'll be a restroom in there. Of course, it's packed. Everybody buying their nickety knacks and Christmas stuff or whatever. So I went in there, like squeezing it, going, man, I gotta use the restroom. Get the hell out of my way. And there's one lady in the front, another one in the front. Anyways, why am I saying this? Is just because it's the 12th day, so it's going to be when I'm doing these videos now. On the days I don't do them, I'm just going to talk a little bit about everything, but it'll be about real estate. There'll be some point to it, some method to the madness. There'll be some awesome pro tips and and things of that nature that I'll drop, some golden nuggets and things of that nature in regards to real estate for today for the Amp Live Real Estate Show. But it was funny because I go, it's I was talking to Elizabeth. She goes, well, hey, it's probably restroom's probably horrible. I said, I know, but I got to use the restroom. I did go there, and then guess what? There's only one restroom, and it's one of those where they share whatever, male, females, and then she went and checked it real quick. She goes, oh, it's out of service. I go, shit, someone fucking bombed it. So that was pretty fucked up. So then I'm walking around, I leave the store and I go, where else can I use the restroom? Where else can I use the restroom? And there's a Hobby Lobby. It's way down yonder. And I'm going, shit, I got to go on a trek just to use the restroom. And I'm dying. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking for a corner going, okay, I'm just going to take a piss over here. And it's going to be done. Otherwise, I'm going to piss my pants, right? Right? We all probably gone through that some degree when you're driving and you're like, you got to use the restroom and you're trying to hold it. But anyways, I went to the Hobby Lobby and that store is huge. Go to the back and they got a code. So then I got to go hunt somebody just to use the restroom. I'm going, man, I'm dying here. But this is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it in the back. You can see the trees. You can see the palm trees. Good old beautiful, crazy, cool Southern California, right? Got a cool Christmas tree right over there. I'm not sure if you can see it. I got to put on these spectacles because of the way this is set up here. Let me see. Maybe I can move it over here. It'll look a little different. And I can move the modules right there. All right, let's try that. Okay, cool. All right, all right. Gotta mess with this a little bit. But today, yeah, there'll be some links down below. Definitely click the links for the American Mentee program. That's still rolling till Christmas Day. Take advantage of it before it's gone and gone forever. And then it does go up, I believe it's like 5, 10, 15%. Usually goes up a chunk every year as we take on more and more people. But at the same time, we're changing stuff. I better be careful because there's one of those turnabouts or some shit and get ran over. I was going to go walk up in there. But you can see the tree and all that good stuff. It's kind of cool. Looks nice. I didn't even know this shit was back here. Shoe repair. That's crazy. I didn't even know people did freaking shoe repair, but I guess they do. For those high-end boots, or they probably do that in Texas, right? Or the Midwest somewhere for like cowboy boots and stuff. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure what the hell's over there, but I'm gonna go back this way and go across the street here. But this one, yeah, come out live. and chit chat with you a little bit, talk about real estate deals. Hopefully, you're rocking deals. Been talking to some people in Texas, Missouri, Midwest. I'm going to go over here. Will I make it? Yeah, I will. Southern California as well. Talking to some people who are actually agents, brokers, investors, and things of that nature. Um, and obviously, just building and networking as well for creative real estate investing deals. If you have those deals, drop them down the wire. We have some cool stuff that's going to be coming as well for 2026. So get geared up for 2026. If you're a broker and agent, you're definitely going to want to be part of what's transitioning into the future of real estate. If you're a real estate investor, wholesaler, or anything of that nature, maybe getting into the business or thinking about it, then that market is going to be shifting and changing as well. So we want to share that with you as well as we start rolling into 2026. I won't take too much of your time today, but if you have any questions, definitely reach out, do a DM, send us those deals. We're willing to, yes, joint venture for with the people who are actually in the business, or maybe we're working together in some capacity. Yeah, we'll get papered up with the NC&D confidentiality agreement. Maybe if you got proof of funds, vice versa. If you don't, if you're an investor, kind of throwing everything in the mix there, because at the end of the day, it is Tuesday deal day. So hopefully you're and chunking deals. You should be working deals, whether you're calling. And I was reading this cool book, and obviously some good advice that's always good. And it was about the doers and the don'ters, right? As well as the Joe College peeps, right? When people get ready, like they're saying, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready to do this. I'm going to get ready to do this. And the day never freaking comes, right? That is a fact. It happens all the time with people. Maybe I'll go over here and sit down on this bench, but it happens. You're gonna get your coffee ready, get your water ready. I got to go eat my lunch. I got to go pick up my kids. I got to go do my nails. I got to get my hair done. I gotta go to the gym and work out. I got to pick up I don't know, my dry cleaning of some sort, right? I got to do this. I got to do that. And while you're preparing, just saying, man, you just wasted 3 or 4 hours getting prepared to make your calls, work your salaries, work your business, work your investment business, and things of that nature. And then you go, shit. All right, I just had a fucked up day today. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow, but you're going to repeat it, right? People do that every single day. So, to alleviate that, there's a bench over here. I'm going to go sit down. So, to alleviate that is basically to just take advantage. Take advantage. Yeah, take advantage of you jumping and getting into stuff automatically. Like jump on it ASAP. In other words, don't wait. Just do it. Right? Action. Take action. Full on action, and you'll get results. It happens every time. It's kind of like for me turning on a faucet. Right? There's days I'm doing certain things. Maybe get caught up with the family and things of that nature. But then when it's time to work and you get fired up and you crank up the tunes, and then you're like, boom, turn on the faucet, and then magic just starts happening. Right? All the water and the juice and business starts coming your way and things of that nature. When you get to that point, if you're just getting started and you're struggling, spinning your wheels, then it's different, right? It's harder to turn on the faucet because you don't know what it's like. You can turn it on, but at the end of the day, if nothing comes through the faucet, you're going, shit, it's always dry. And there's no water coming through it. I got to work on the plumbing. I gotta set up the plumbing, right? It's like a house. You got no deal flow. You have no deal flow, so it's a lot different type of jam. But when you know what you know and you're ready to plug in stuff, then you just roll, right? Or you have a business that's continually running your business and other people running business for you and things of that nature. Totally different jam. But this is what I would suggest, right? Depending on what you're wanting to do. Definitely set up a call with my team and we'll chit chat and talk, see if we can help you out in some capacity. I don't care if you're seasoned. I know there's seasoned people out there doing wholesaling, doing 2, 3, 4, 5 deals or whatever. They don't have a clue on really getting more deals or leaving money on the table because they're not rocking subject to, or they're not rocking seller finance, or they're not really learning the art of the deal. I like to call the amp life method, right? And asking enough questions, right, to get better deals on properties, or even the properties that where people are like, hey, I'm not interested. Well, there's another way of doing it, and you could get the deal, and you're leaving money on the table, right? So no more leaving money on the table, right? You need to get together with us, and we'll rock and roll. Together. We're already about, what is this, 10 minutes? Okay, so I'll take about another 5 minutes of your time. Appreciate it. I'll go through these awesome, cool little videos here, and I'll leave my little mug there. You can't really see it, so maybe I have to go like this, and I'll go like that, and we'll switch it up there, right? It says, yep, from newbie to closer is one of the goals. Close real estate investing. Learn creative real estate investing one-on-one, okay? Obviously, you're always going to be pitching the mentoring program for now, right? And even when we transition, right? Transition into 2026. program is changing, it's shifting. You need to adjust and adapt or you will perish. We're doing the same thing, right? We're going with the motions of the business, right? But there's properties everywhere, so don't be afraid to go after them. Don't be afraid to take action. Yes, I get it. You need to learn the rules at least, right? When I got started, you at least need to learn the rules of the game. If you learn the rules of the game, then you're able to at least play by the rules to a degree. Know if you're you'll know if you're doing something wrong, right? It's like baseball, right? You know what you need to do to hit the ball, get to first base. You, 3 strikes, you're out. If you hit the ball and got so many balls before it becomes a strike, etc. If you know the rules, then you can play the game without trying to guess. And when you're trying to guess and trying to figure stuff out, that's when you get stuck and you get frustrated, and then deals just don't freaking happen, right? Or you get lucky and you go, oh, I send out a contract and you do this and do that. Maybe you'll get lucky, but you may not close it, right? So what is this? White Barn, the world's best candle, guaranteed. I don't know if you see that, right? It's the world's best candle in the back, right? A little ADHD kicking in, but it's all good. I think I found me a little spot with a little bit of light, and we'll continue to roll for a few more minutes. But if you'd like to reach out, touch bases with us, I'm going to go through some of these little slides and drop them. Ones I think are cool. I like this one. No drama. No BS, no drama, just results. Private mentoring, yes, with myself, Eric, and our team. You can always scan that QR code and lock in your spot. Here's an awesome, juicy one, too. I like this one. You can't really see it, but it says it's about the sub 2 stuff. Here is a cool one. This is the future of real estate. Let me go back up here because I like this one. I'm going to share it with you, right? There we go. The future of real estate, right? It is. It's creative real estate investing is the future of real estate. That's where the private sector and the public sector are coming together as one. Now, that wasn't happening about 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Now it's starting to happen more with social media as agents are going, you know what? I had a conversation with a cool guy. He's a broker agent, worked for a team that's rocking and rolling, kicking some ass, and said, I want to do my own thing. And they want to do some real estate and creative real estate investing, or just say real estate in general, wants to build a team and all that good stuff. So I said, it's going to take him a while. He's going in the right direction, right, to a degree. But, it is what it is. You'll figure things out as you're ready for them, which is cool as far as I'm concerned, right? But what I got there was I say, okay, cool. Yeah, but the future of real estate, we're having a conversation. He goes, yeah, that is the future, right? Merging those together. So that's the essence of VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, is that boutique real estate investment firm by having the public sector list property buyers, work with investors, work with luxury buyers and regular buyers and investors and houses and listing and all that good stuff, and then merging it with our agents and having building them up into kick-ass agents, right, where they can dominate their area along with us, because then that helps all of us, right? We're all getting paid, and then they're going to understand how does the wholesaling work? How does the creative real estate investing work? How do creative deals work? It's only going to make them more powerful, because I guarantee it. Even when I started several years ago, most agents, and I would ask them, 97% of the agents did not know anything about real estate investing. They did not own any real estate. And it was like, well, you're a professional, but yet you don't know anything about real estate investing. Why not? That didn't make any sense to me. So, that's just my brain, several years ago going, that doesn't make sense to me, right? But it's finally coming to fruition, or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Is that's happening now, right? They're coming together. So we're gearing up for that for the next 5 years, starting now and then cruising into 2026, right? And our goal is to be the premier estate investment company in the United States of America, if not the world. That's VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. And it is a boutique real estate investment company, right? Where you can hang your license. If you're an agent, a broker, doesn't matter. If you're a real estate investor, because it's only going to help you become more successful by dominating your area, whether you're a real estate agent or you're a real estate investor. Because if you're a real estate investor and you already know the numbers, and at the end of the day, before you walk out that house, you go, you know what? I can still help you. Let me take off my real estate investing hat, and I'm going to put on my real estate agent hat, and I'm going to list this property and get you top dollar. You disclose, and we go through all the stuff that you're supposed to be doing to do it correctly to succeed, right? At the same token, if you're a real estate agent and you're coming in through the back door and say, yeah, I'm a real estate agent, or you work with investors and you're going to put all these numbers together, and you're going to present it to to your clients at the end of the day, it's good to know creative real estate investing because it is the future of real estate. Without understanding and knowing creative real estate investing, you will perish. I guarantee it. At the end of the day, because you're not going to be able to survive in the future as all the APIs. You got AI kicking in. You got all these companies that are merging. Compass and all those companies are merging, and they're going to use all their freaking money to blow everybody out of the way. Just kind of like the industrial. Remember the industrial age when it was the mom and pop making cars, and all of a sudden the industrial age came in, and now only so many companies would build cars, electricity, build products, and things of that nature. And then of course the internet came around and blew that industry out of the water by saying, hey, you're right, nobody goes and gets an industrial job anymore, right? Those big factories are freaking gone. Doesn't mean they're going to come back. Doesn't mean that they're not going to come back. So they should. They just need to, because we obviously got to bring back made in America. We gave away our shit to China and Asia and a bunch of other fucking places and made them rich and helped their fucking asses. That's bullshit. We need to bring back made in America, bring back the industrial part of made in America. Because look, after all, Americans, we've made the best products in the freaking world, and China goes and rips them off. Other countries do the same stuff. It's a freaking joke, right? So that's got to stop. But to get back to the real estate side of things, right? That's right. There's AI. There's going to be quantum programming and quantum types of software. All this stuff's going to change. Where it's not going to doing deals is going to be a lot easier. You're plugging stuff in and all the numbers and all the different numbers based on stuff that's out there to go, is this a good deal? Is it a bad deal? Is it a good deal? Is it a bad deal? Right. And then putting systems in place and all that good stuff. So yeah, the obstacle is even now, right? Because people can kind of recognize AI. Oh, that was AI. That was a robocall. That was this. It was that. And all kinds of bullshit, right? So, you got to really, you know, the human element is rocking that. So there's got to be the human element along with technology and blending them together somehow, some way, so you can. Hence, VIP Execs Realty, lending and investments, the boutique real estate investment company. That is the goal. I guarantee you're going to hear about us down the road in the next 4 or 5 years, and as we continue to grow and expand and go in that direction. So it's going to be something that's totally different. There's going to be hybrids of it, just like when we started the American Mentee program, the one-on-one mentoring program, right? There's no program on the planet like it. I guarantee it, because nobody does what we do. Nobody wants to, and nobody's willing to take the risk. Okay, I won't get into all that right now, but I'm telling you, it's there. Heard it 1,000 times from people and all kinds of other stuff, but it's all good to go, right? That's our jam, right? So we're here to help you with that. In that capacity, take advantage of it while it's still alive. Click the link down below or whatever you need to do to set up an appointment, see if we're a good fit. And one of the goals here is obviously you scan that QR code to book some time with our team and myself. Put that right there. Boom. 30 days to success, creative real estate investing made easy. Bringing back the 30-day challenge, but we do have the one-on-one mentoring program, and that is good until Christmas Day. Christmas Day is gone forever for that particular promo. It's going up probably another 5, 6, 7 thousand bucks or whatever it is. I'm not sure. So I just know that it's going to go up. But the done for you and done with you and done for you program. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to know what all the details are, and you want to be able to dominate your area and get the best of both worlds, then this Thursday, be there. Scan the link down below. Scan it. It's a live webinar. It'll be a private webinar. I'm going to share everything about myself, what we do, VIP Execs Realty, Lending and Investments, AHA, Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, Amp Live Media, the media company that powers everything that we do, and the future of that. We'd love to chit chat with you and share with you. And then we're going to drop a proposal, or at least you're going to get all kinds of information. It'll point you in the right direction. You may even want to come aboard in some capacity, some way, somehow, or you're just going to say, hey, I want you to work with us to build our firm and build our business, or help us build our business. And that proposal will be dropped that day, which is on Thursday, a couple of days from now at 7 p.m. Definitely 7 p.m. Reach out, scan that QR code down below, and we'll rock. What's up? All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, all right. So there's a QR code right there. Scan that QR code, and that's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime. That's just to book some time with myself. But I believe there's a QR code here where you can join that webinar. I believe it is right. See where it's at. Oh, okay. I can just probably break out the links, right? This is kind of cool. Get to do this all on my phone. And I'm going to introduce you to Miss Elizabeth, and then obviously both of us as well for VIP Execs, Realty and Lending. Some of the brands that we rock, that we share with mentees across the United States of America. There it is. So that should be it right there. I think that's it. Lock in your spot. That's kind of, I'm not sure if that's for the one-on-one or if that's going to be for the Thursday meeting, live meetup, live domination meetup. It's going to be Thursday, 7 p.m. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Let's see. No, let's try this one. Try them all. That is definitely for door knocking. I didn't talk about that, but public service announcement, there it is. I'll drop it down the wire. You can scan that QR code, and we're going to actually rock and roll together live in the field where we're going to eat, meet, greet, earn some money, teach you the art of the deal a little bit, share the submission is a submission, show you how to get those appointments. And if you get those appointments, we're going to cut you some checks. But this one's pretty cool. This is one of my favorites here. No drama, just deals, right? See if that's the one. No, that's not it. That's a different promo. So disregard that because that ain't happening. Lock in your one-on-one. Let me see right there. All right, there's obviously the brokerage. Let me see what we got. Maybe this is it. Nope. Okay, we'll try this one. All right, that's okay. We'll just put on this one here. The one-on-one, we'll go back up here, amplify the art of the deal. We'll go ahead and put that there. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up because it's time to roll. And we're going to get geared up for tomorrow, which is Wellness Wednesday, but a lot of admin stuff, contracts, agreements, and contracts going out, some training, things of that nature. I'm going to put this back up here. I think this was a good one. I believe. No, that's not it. That promo's gone too. So usually this is all set up, but I decided to wing it instead of going with, because this is on different platforms right now, on several platforms using this software, which is cool, instead of just on Facebook or in the Facebook group. Let's see if we got that lined out. No, that it? No. So, okay, maybe that's it. There you go. That's a little better. Hey, there's a big old, you get to see the big old mug. So there it is. So I'll leave it right there because you can scan that QR. It's join the Creative Real Estate Investing Domination Meetup. All right, scan that QR code for Thursday. It's going to be something special. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to make you a proposal at the end of the day, or a proposal you cannot refuse, or you shouldn't. But if you do, it's okay because it is the selection process. We're not looking for people who have, I think that's my pulse right there, just a pulse, right? It's not how we do business, right? So there are a lot of companies, if you got a pulse and you got money and you write a check, then you come aboard. That's not us. We're not. We rather have a selection process and pick the right people. And it doesn't mean that it's always going to be right, but we're going to pick the right people that are at least going to, kick some ass in the business. They're going to get results. I guarantee it, because they're going to show up to the party. They're going to do what needs to be done. They're going to execute, because if you do execute, at the end of the day, I promise you this: you will get results. We're going to get deals. We're going to rock deals. It's going to be reciprocal. But I'll get into all that later on. But you should be hunting deals right now, and in this market, because you're going to find some of your best deals in December, January, and even February, cruising into March, right? Which is going to be the first quarter, as well as, getting out of winter and into spring. Spring, especially if you're going to be flipping some properties, buy them now, get them all geared up, and by the time you put them on the market, they're going to be ready to rock and roll to get that juicy dollar out at the end of the day for the fix and flips. But you got to remember, it's okay. Hey, you want to buy them right to the point where you're going, hey, at least if you buy it right, you can dump it if you have to, or if you are able to fix it and flip it, you'll make money. And if you can buy and hold it, you'll make the most money. That is the goal, right? So you need to write up them offers correctly and got to write them up well. You got to do all the numbers and underwrite them to the point where your investor, if you're going to wholesale it off, so your investor says, hey, this is a good deal. And a lot of times I get it. A lot of them are going to say, oh, this is not a good deal. What about this? What about that? You got to do your selling. You got to put your selling hat on, right? So put your selling hat on so you can actually sell the deal to your investor, and make sure you vet them so you know what exactly they're looking for. Because if you don't know what they're looking for, how are you going to sell them something, right? Now, if you got investors saying, I want Lambos, and you're trying to sell them a Pinarati, right, or a Ford truck, they're going to say, that's not what I'm looking for, man. And there's no way you can sell them a Ford truck when they want a Lambo. Now, if they're in the business of buying Lambos because that's their business, but then you can share with them, well, let me show you how you can make almost the same amount of money buying these Ford trucks. Then that'll intrigue them. And they'll go, then that's something different, right? Then I would suggest go for it, right? But 9 times out of 10, you're going to, you want to make sure you understand what they want, what the parameters are, and all that good stuff. And people don't take that time. You're going to figure it out. A lot of people are figuring that out now. Seeing a lot of posts of going, oh, daisy chainers and this, and people got to learn, the numbers, and they got to, get on the phone. They got to start vetting. A lot of bigger companies that are doing this in different states, right? I won't mention any names. They started vetting buyers. Started doing all this shit before, we were already doing all this stuff, that in our own private sector, and then you start seeing a trend. So that's just me. One, we're doing something right because we're ahead of the curve all the time. Two, it's God driven, so God's putting that on the table and allowing us to read those things first and to bring them to you and others and our investors at the end of the day, and mentees that come and work with us. Right, that just means that we're on the right path as always, and that's because of God. Right, rock and roll. Without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up. This is Eric from VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, powered by Amp Live Media, a media marketing and broadcasting company. Go ahead and scan that QR code right there to jump aboard. Scan the QR code, and you will be able to join Thursday. You'll get locked in. It's nothing right now. It's not going to charge you anything, but you can get locked in for the Thursday at 7 p.m. Real Estate Domination meetup. Definitely challenge you to join and take advantage of that. And we'll talk everything about creative real estate investing. We'll stick around for as long as you need to answer any and all your questions. And then, yeah, that we have a proposal. Just say, hey, shit, or get off the pot. Let's rock, right? And if not, that's okay. We'll be friends. We can become friends. We can network, because that's what it's all about, right? Is networking. So being truly fully transparent at the end of the day, it's a beautiful, lovely thing. And having the best of both worlds of VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments in the private sector and then the public sector, right? So it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to go down here and wrap this up and then close it out. All right, so without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health and wealth. Rock and roll in all that you do. Remember, made in America. I'm Eric, the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Your host, as always. If you'd like to be on this show, or if you'd like to, share your wares and get some content and rock and roll it, definitely reach out. Do a DM. I believe there's a button down there. You could just do a DM and touch bases with us, and we will rock together, okay? So we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday, if you're around. Thursday, Deals Day. Friday for Friday highlights. Saturday training, and the Sunday rants and raves. And I'll be back for Mindset Monday, and we'll keep on doing it over and over, round and round in circles, and we'll rock together. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, love, and share. We appreciate it. Bye bye.